Hey everybody, this is Yoli Chisholm from fresheyes.com. That's fresh with 3eyes.com. And this is a post that I did a while ago. And it's entitled, Why Marketers Are Your Best Friend. And this one I'm targeting at startups. I actually will do a post later about the ways that I believe marketers can help you right out the gate, even before you start writing code. But this is kind of like a primer. I really just want you to think about marketing in a different way. So one of the things I hear quite often from startups is, hey, so-and-so site was able to get X number of people on board without any marketing. Or, hey, Facebook blew up without any marketing. They just went viral. We're just going to do the viral thing. And what this typically means to me is that A, you either have no idea what marketing is, or B, you have no idea what you're talking about in terms of how that startup was able to blow up. And sometimes you're just regurgitating something that you've heard in the hallowed halls of startup heaven. And I'm just as guilty as anyone is at perpetuating that mystique of the overnight startup success that magically goes live with a site or an app, and boom, the people just magically find out about it and come streaming in. Really? Good luck with that go-to-market strategy. Here are the reasons why you need to dispel the notion of no marketing from your thinking. The first one, building a great product is marketing. Whether you're starting with the fundamentals of marketing, it's, the 4 Ps, product, pricing, placement, promotion. The first one is product. If you believe in the 7 Ps, adding packaging and positioning and people to the mix, the fact is the single biggest thing you can do to market your product is to build a great product. You've heard the expression, the product is so good it just sells itself. And it's also a fact that word of mouth is the biggest form of marketing. You want to have low marketing costs? Well, build a great product. Simplistic, but true. Another thing is good listening is marketed. For those of you who have product manager in your title, or the person who's kind of the program manager, make sure you're hiring good listeners. You'll find that among the most successful sites, there's always someone who watched, listened, and aligned the marketing needs to the features that were prioritized. Just because they didn't have a marketing title doesn't mean that they were not exercising marketing capability. Market research, however you want to define it, or however unsophisticated your methodologies were, from polling grandma to watching your uncle interact with the product and getting your classmates to bang on it, it's all market research. And that is marketing. Networking, going to conferences, finding that one person who is an influencer is marketing. Getting a big name in an industry to sit on your advisory board and then using that name as a calling card is marketing. Getting that tech writer to test your product in the hopes that they will write about it is marketing. Big established corporations spend time courting analysts and editors from big time publications. Just because you're having coffee with the guy who runs the local dev meetup or the mommy who writes a daily blog does not mean that you're not marketing. Connecting with influencers in any way is marketing. Paying attention to detail is marketing. This might be a little bit out there, but have you ever been to Joey's restaurants? These are restaurants that are based in Western Canada. The chain only hires beautiful people. It's a fact. It's not terribly original, but for some reason, chomping skinny fries served by someone who's a hottie makes for a nice experience. Have you ever flown Virgin America? You're basically ruined. Forever, in the US at least. I will pay more to fly Virgin than any other line. I don't have to click on a Virgin America banner ad to be convinced. Joey's doesn't need to do TV ads to get me in. Have you ever used mint.com? That first experience of connecting your disparate financial data and seeing that all your money is going to X, Y, and Z is truly a beautiful thing. Okay, what's my point? Details. The music playing while I'm checking in for a Virgin flight, the little black dresses on the Joey's wait staff, the one-click connection for all my financial data that also actually makes budgeting fun. Good experiences is marketing. Building good experiences is marketing. Let me throw this last one in. Launching at South by Southwest, yeah, that is marketing. I couldn't resist. If you allegedly pay, $11,000 like Twitter did to be on all the flat screens in all the hallways of South by Southwest, that is marketing. Sure, it was a few months after they'd actually launched, but it is indeed marketing. And building specific features for attendees to use and engage with that is unique to South by Southwest, that demonstrates the value of the product, you would classify that as a marketing campaign. Look up what Foursquare or phonebooth.com did at South by Southwest. All the folks who are supposedly supposed to have blown up without marketing. Facebook. It was, the Facebook.com, as it was formerly called, launched with an email marketing campaign. Granted, it was just a list to 300 of their closest friends. That is still marketing. So let's, take that whole notion of sites and apps and businesses blowing up without marketing. Everything is marketing. Startup. If you are a startup building a product right now, every single thing you are doing, from how you're building that sign-up flow, which is ultimately, the marketer is going to be driving people to that front door, and they're going to be telling you that, hey, this is where people are dropping off. So as you're building that code, if you have a marketer who's able to review as you build that product every step of the way, they're going to be able to cut the time that you're going to be troubleshooting in terms of why you're getting drop-off, why you're not getting traction. You're going to be able to cut a lot of that time out right from the jump. So have a marketer who's part of your team as early as possible. This approach to talking about marketing is fairly simplistic, but I come from the no-nonsense school of marketing, and I will do a post that's very specific about how a marketer can help you if you're a startup and you are in that development phase. I will spell out exactly the ways that you can leverage the experience of a digital marketer in that context. But hopefully this has been a decent primer, at least to help you rethink the way you think about marketing. Everything is marketing. This is Yoli from fresheyes.com. Peace.